Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Pam and this is the Mrs. Champion channel. Happy Thursday to you all. We are going to get into our game day binder. Super excited about this because we have some new games. We finished all those games last week, so we definitely filled up our binder with some new stuff. And also, we are going to get into our savings survivor. Duh, that's what we do usually first on this video. So let's go ahead and get started. This savings survivor comes to us from Maddie over at Floating Fund. She is the host of this and creator of this collab. So let's go ahead and see which week we're working on. So last week, we did the DawnsSunriseBudgeting. So that was week 11. So we're on week 12. And this is Stephanie at Overthinking and Budgeting. This is going to be her channel. So let's go ahead, her challenge. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So let's see what we have today. We have how to play and survive. So you roll 2 dice. You roll 1 die from the top row and 1 die for the side column. And where the two intersect, you're going to save that amount. If you land on a teddy bear icon, find the corresponding bear in the key table, which is over here, to know what happens next. You can only roll 10 times to save at least $15. If you save less than 15, then you're up for risk of elimination. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, this is Stephanie over Thinking and Budgeting. You can grab this from her Ko-Fi page. So I need a different color die. I thought I had my Tina's close, but apparently I didn't. Okay, let's go ahead and use... We'll do this dice for up top. We'll do our Tina's for on the side so you guys can see that. All right, and we're going to go ahead and get started. I'll count my money later. We only save $5 every week regardless if we win or lose. So let me just go ahead and get 5 ones and set them up here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, guys. Okay, this is for the top, this is for the side. All right, we got to save at least $15. All right, so we have top 3 right here, side 5, and we got a teddy bear. So this is the teddy bear that's kind of like has a pink bow around its neck. And no points, roll again. Great. Okay, so let's go ahead and mark that off. And then we're going to go ahead and mark 1 because we only get 10 rolls. Or we can only roll 10 times, I should say. Okay, so we have top 1, side 6, so we're saving $1. Okay, so why don't we do this? Let's get a calculator out. So we're keeping track. Can you guys see that? Okay, you can. So $1. All right, so let's go again. So we have top 2, side 5, and now we're saving $4. That was our third roll, so let's make sure we're keeping track of that. So plus 4, we have $5. So we got to get to 15, guys. Oh gosh, I need a 6. I need some 6s. Top 1, side 4. Damn it, is this teddy bear? You get 2 extra points. Okay, listen. Okay, 2 extra points. So we're plus 2, so that's 7. All right, and that's our 5th roll, or 1, 2, 3, 4th roll. Okay, 6 more rolls. We need $8 more. Can you guys see that? All right. So we have top 5, side 6, and that's $0. Oh gosh, we might fail this week, guys. I'm so nervous. All right, let's go ahead and go. Top 6, side 6, and that's the teddy bear with the thing around his neck. You get 2 extra points. Okay, so we're up to 9. How many rolls have we done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 4 more rolls. Oh my gosh, this is horrible. We need a 6. 2 and 2, 2 and... there's our 6. Yes, we made the 15. Okay, great. So that was another roll. And then plus 6 is 15. So we made it. So I don't think I want to chance it because you can lose points. So let's just stop there. I'm stopping there. We passed. Holy smokes. We passed in 7 rolls. There's my game, guys. You saw it here first. So we are going to count that as a past challenge. I'm definitely not going to do my last 2 rolls. So we're just going to mark this as passed and move on. Okay, so we are going to go into our next challenge, which is Kim's Donut Shop. And I've been enjoying saving with this. It's so stinking cute. You can grab this from her Etsy. Okay, let me make some room for everything. And we're going to flip this. Okay, so let's go ahead. We have extra money from last week, which is great. Let me get a little sort quick and we will count everything up. Oh, guys, I forgot to do this last week. I forgot to put my money in for Savings Survivor. I ended up doing it off camera because I forgot. So those 5 ones that I counted out, let's see, 50, 70, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So $78. I get so excited for passing that I forget to put the money in there. So $78 in Savings Survivor so far. And this is the leftover money from last week from gameplay. So let's go ahead and count that up. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 50. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So that's 200. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So 230. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 240. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 250. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that was from that rollover $4 from last week. So $254 to put into our game binder, which is awesome. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get started. So Kim's Donut Shop, let's grab her stuff out. And we will grab her donuts. And we're going to pull another 7 donuts for this row. We blind pull them out of the bag. And here's donut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, perfect. So let's see what we got. We have 2 pinks, 2 stripes, a blue, a green, and a chocolate. So let's grab some colors. Dark green, we need a brown, and we need a blue. I think that's a blue. Yeah, I think that's a blue. And I think that's it. I think that's all we need. Okay, so let's do our 2 pinks. So our 2 fully colored pinks are going to be $2 a piece. So that's $4. Oh, such a cute game. And I know I said this probably the last few weeks, but she does have a princess game. And you pull bows out of your blind bag. Okay, so that takes care of these 2. And that is $4. Let's grab that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so our next donuts are these pink stripe ones, which are saving $1 a piece. And there's 2 of those. So we'll grab 2 more dollars. I will be replaying with this again, because this is so stinking cute. All right, so right in here. And so then let's get our blue. We have 1 blue, and it is going to cost, it's going to save us $1. Just going to color it in. Grab $1. Okay, and our last 2 donuts is a green and a chocolate. So green is $4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then our chocolate, all chocolate with white drizzle, is going to be 3. And then we'll add this all up and see what we save today. We're going to play with this for a couple more weeks, and hopefully I can find another game from Kim. I like to keep my besties in my binders. So that was 1, 2, and 3. Okay, guys, so let's see what we saved today in Kim's Donut Shop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So let's see, and that's $18 right here. So let's go ahead and get 10, a 5, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so all in all, we have $68 saved in Kim's Donut Shop, which is awesome. We still have 2 more weeks to go to finish up that challenge. Thank you, bestie, for making such a cute little challenge. I know I thank you every week, but this is really adorable. Okay, so 68, and hopefully that glare is not too bad today, guys. I'm going to try to adjust this a little bit so it's not so bad. Let's do that. Hopefully I didn't make that darker, but just so you can see my game boards and stuff. Okay, so $68 in Kim's Donut Shop. Now we're moving on to Double Dice from Bestie Sheila. And let's go ahead and get her money out. And we rolled 2 color dot die, and it tells us where they intersect and what we're going to save. So let's grab those. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll. All right, so we have a purple and an orange. So purple and orange is a D3. We already did that. Orange and purple is a D5. We already did that. So let's go again. We make it to a point where we're just going to pick it and go. So, orange and yellow, done. Yellow and orange is a D20. Lord have mercy. All right, let's get our D20 out. Thank goodness this happened earlier in the game. And we are saving, can you see that? $11. Okay, not too bad. Let's go one more time. All right, so we have red and blue, which is a D4. And let's roll our D4. Let's just dump these out, guys. All right, D4 is right here. It's one of those pointy ones that's like hurts if you like grab it wrong. Okay, and that's 2. 1 and 2. And for the heck of it, let's go one more time. This is so fun. Hopefully we don't get another D20. All right, so yellow and purple. Yellow and purple we did. Purple and yellow is a D10. Let's drop our D10 down. D10 is right here. As you can see, there's our 0. And we're saving $1. Okay, so we'll stop there. So today in Sheila's Double Dice, we saved 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Okay, what do we have over here? So this is going to be a 5. And all in all, we have 20, 40, 50, 5, and 56. $56 in Sheila's Double Dice. Yay, we're getting pretty close to getting done. Maybe in the next couple weeks we'll be done with that. All right, next up is the beloved Chip Away, which is saving us a ton of cash. So let's go ahead and make some room for Chip Away. You know it needs its own stage presence. We need some D6 dice. So let me find some of those. We'll do that. We'll use that. Okay, so we need 4 D6 dice, and we have all 4. And we need our chips, which are right here. So we have 20 chips, 4 D6 dice, and we're going to let the dice tell us what we are saving today. I don't know why I poured them out like that, knowing that it's easier when they're in my hand. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop them down our chute. All right, so we have a 1, a 3, and a 5. 1, 1, 3, and 5. Okay. All right, let's get some 6s and some more 5s. All right, 6, 6, 4, and 3. 6, 6, 4, and 3. Okay. 2 more 6s. And 2 more 5s. Okay, 2 5s, a 6, and a 5. So 2 5s, a 6. And I don't have another 5, so we're going to re-roll that. Okay. A 3. There we go. All right. Still haven't lost a chip yet, but let me not talk too soon. 6, 6, 2, and 3. 6. So we got to re-roll one of the 6. A 2 and a 3. Okay, we're doing really good. So let's go ahead and re-roll this 6. And we have a 5, so we lose a chip. All right, so let's go ahead and drop them down again. All right, 6, 5, 4, and 4. So we don't know some more 6s, no more 5s, 4 and a 4. So let's re-roll these 2. 4, 2, and 1. That's all we have left, and we have 2 chips. All right, so we are out. We lost those 2 chips, but look what's left on that board. We have a 1, a 2, a 1, and a 2. So that's 6, 7, 8, 12, and $13. And you know we're going to go again. because I'm addicted to this game. This is pretty bad. All right, you need to come in with $200 just for chip away. Let's go ahead and color in one of our symbols. Let's use this color. Oh my gosh, I love chip away. Chip away and shut the box. All the games that could be very painful, I tend to like. All right, let's go ahead and drop our dice down again, and let's see what we do this time. Okay, 4, 5, 3, and 4. 4, 5, 3, and 4. All right. Oops. Drop one of my chips down in my dice tower. Okay, come on, sixes. We have 6, 3, 1, and 3. 6, 3, 1, and 3. Okay, give me a couple more sixes. Be good to me. All right, 5, 2, 5, and 2. 5, 2, 5, and 2. Okay, we still need those sixes, guys. This could be quite costly. We got 18 on the board just in sixes. All right, 4, 4, 2, and 1. 4, 4, 2, and 1. We still haven't lost any chips, but we need those sixes. Ciao. We got 6 and a 5, 6s and 5s on there. Oh my gosh. 4, 1, 1, and 3. Okay, so the 4 needs to be re-rolled. 1, 1, and 3. We have 1 chip left, guys, and we have all that money left on the board. Okay, so let's re-roll for our last chip, and we got a 6. Okay, so that was a little bit helpful. So we have 6 and 6. This is 12, 17, 18, 19. So let's go ahead and put 1 back. We'll grab a 20, and we are done with chip away for today, because Whew, it was fun though. I love this game. I could play this just to play it. But, you know, when you're trying to play and save money, you don't want to do this too many times. So let's go ahead and color in our next $sign. We'll count up what we saved today and then what we saved in total. So we're halfway done with chip away. We have 10 more games to go. Okay, so today in chip away we saved $32, and all in all we saved 100, 20, 40, 50, 1, 2, ooh, there's a 10 in there. Okay, let's try that again. 120, 40, 50, 60, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 164. Holy shnikes, batamana. All right, let's grab a 50. Put these back over here so I don't get it mixed up with my money on the side. Okay, 164 and chip away. All right, next up is Shut the Box. And this Shut the Box is from Maddie over at Floating Funds. I think we should play a couple rounds. So let's go ahead and put those back and then grab our other pretty dice. Okay, let's see what we do. Okay, we have, let me grab a nice looking marker. Oh my gosh, Pam, just pick one. Okay, so we have 10. Ooh, starting off strong. So 9. Ooh, this one's dying. And 1. I gotta go to my box and replace this one. Hopefully I have another one of these because this is really pretty color. Okay, another 10. So we're gonna take the 8 and a 2. Oh no, that's 12. No, that's 10. 6 and 4 is 10. So 8 and 2. All right, let's go again. So 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 is left. And we have an 11. So we'll take the 7 and the 4 for 11. So 5, 6, and 3. I'm going to take a chance and roll both of them. And we have an 8. So 5 and 3 is 8. All right, let's drop down to 1 dice. And let's see if we can shut the box. We just need a 6. And we have a 5. So we're going to go ahead and save the 6. And let's go one more time. Okay, so let's go again. All right, that marker's seen better days. Let me grab a different one. Okay, we're going to count that as 6. Alrighty, come on, 9, 7, 8, something high. All right, there we go, 12. So let's do 9 and 3. Okay, we've been getting some big numbers. All right, that is a 10. So let's do 8 and 2. Hopefully you don't get snake eyes. All right, 12. So 7 and 5. These dice are being very nice to me. All right, so we're going to drop down to 1, and let's see what we can do. That's a 3. Let's just not even cheat. We'll just go ahead and save the 5. Okay, so $11 coming in to shut the box today. And let's add up what we have in total. We have 10, 15, 20, 1 and 2. So $22 in Springtime Shut the Box from Maddie over at Floating Funds. So adorable. You can go ahead and grab this from her Ko-Fi page for free. She has all the seasons. Okay, next up is this Splat Challenge. This is brand new. This is from PR Money Roll. I purchased this from their Etsy site. So we're going to go ahead and roll our color.die, and it's going to tell us which. So we're going to times 2 on this one because this is our first one. So what are we timesing 2? That's green. So 4 times 2 is going to be 8. So let's grab green. And we'll get this colored in, and we'll go one more time. Probably should use the lighter green. This is quite dark. At least it's coming up dark now. Sometimes when these colors dry, then they dry a lot lighter than what they are when they're wet. And I think it has a lot to do with the paper and how it soaks up the color. Because this is 65-pound paper. So it's quite a bit difference between just regular printer paper. Okay, so that is going to be 8. And let's go one more time. Okay, so color.die, and this is just what we're saving face value. And that's orange, and so we're saving 3. 2 and 3. So we save 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And I will cash these ones in for something bigger once we get to that point. All right, where's my orange? I know I had it earlier. Here it is. And I think this orange is very dark. It almost looks red. Yeah, let's use my other orange. Okay. This one's more like a tangerine orange versus that blood red orange. And if it looks like it's getting dirty, it's because it's picking up the black pigment from my inkjet printer. It's the only thing I don't like about inkjet. That, and sometimes when you're starting to print on vellum paper, it will, it takes a little while for it to dry, and so then it will smear. So, all right, our Splat Challenge is starting off with $11. Love that. So this is PR Money Roll on YouTube and MH Finland on Etsy. All right, let's see what's up next. Balloon Dog, and we saved quite a bit last week. We are going to continue with our Balloon Dog pop. This is from Megan over at Rad Girl Budgets. So let's go ahead and grab our little doggies. And it says place all dogs in the grab bag, pick out one at a time, and scratch off a spot with the corresponding balloon dog color. Save $65. Put the dog back in the bag until the color is complete. So we pulled our red, which is right here and right here. So let's scratch down here. We'll use our little doggy to scratch with, and that's $4. Okay, let's put them back in the bag. Give it a little shake. Pull again. And we have this darker pink, and that's that doggy right there for $5. Okay, so $9 coming in right now for Balloon Dog Pop. So stinking cute, Megan. I love it. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. So we did multiplication already. So we can do dog tic-tac-toe, or we can do the park. Let's do tic-tac-toe. All right, so for this game, you'll leave all the dogs in the grab bag except yellow. The yellow dog would not be used. Okay. Pull out one dog at a time and see which team that dog is on, and mark your letter on the tic-tac-toe board. Then place the dog back in the bag and go until the team wins or there's a draw. Play as many rounds as you want. And if Team X wins, save 3. If Team O wins, save 5. And if there's a draw, save 7. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab darker marker so we can see. All right, so we are pulling out the red one, which is Team O. Going for the center. All right. Pink is Team X. All right, Team X said not today. Hold up. All right. Purple, which is Team X. All right, is Team X going to take it? Green, which is Team O. Team O said you thought. Okay. Was I supposed to put these back in the bag? Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to be putting them back in the bag. Ciao. I was like, wait a minute, I'm running out of dogs. Okay. Be nice if I read the directions and listened properly. So Team Blue is Team O. Okay, so let's block. Let's just go here. We'll play a little bit longer. All right, dark pink is X, and we'll put this right here to block O. All right, so we're going to get a winner out of this, I think. Purple is Team X. Okay, so let's go ahead and block there. I keep forgetting to put my doggies back in the bag. Light pink is Team X. Oh, Team X might take it. Alrighty, so let's pull in our last one. Who is it going to be, a draw or a win? And it's a win. Team X won. All right, so for Team X, we save $3. 1, 2, and 3. Let's go one more time, guys. All right, purple, Team X starting off strong already. All right, purple again. All right, Team X. Let O get on the board. Okay. Oh, are you playing? Are you participating? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to look down in the bag. Oh gosh, guys, this is crazy. All right, it won. I mean, there's nowhere for me to put. Okay, I guess I could put it here to play a little bit longer. All right, come on, Team O. Ciao. Nope, that's it. That is it. Team X. I pulled all those X's. All right, so another 3 coming into here. 1, 2, and 3. And so for between dog, tack-toe, and balloon dog pop, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and $15. All right, so let's see what we have in total for Megan's games. We didn't pull the ones where we already finished. We're going to wait till everything's done and then pull it. Okay, so we have $50, $60, $70, $85, and $90. Okay, put that back for a 20. Oh, apparently we have $100. I don't know how to count. All right, let's put this back over here. You know what? I can just grab a $100 bill, Pam. Let's not make this more difficult than it needs to be. Okay, so $100 in our balloon dog games. Thank you, Megan. That is so stinking cute. I gotta find more games where you can pull things out of bags. All right, so the next game is a brand new one. This is from Jamie at Charmer Budgets. It's her At the Movies savings game. And you get these cards. I did order this from her Etsy. So you get these genre cards. You have Disney, Christmas, Halloween, action, comedy, romance, horror, and musicals, which many of these categories I'm just going to be terrible at. So do not laugh at me when I get none of these right. Okay, so it says how to play. You determine your amounts for guessing correctly and guessing wrong. Then you pull a card from the deck to determine which genre card you're going to do. So I'm gonna mix these up and then turn them upside down. Pick a group of emoji icons and try to guess which movie what movie it is. If you have the digital version, which we don't, we would write down on the line next to the emojis and check the answer key. If you have the physical version, after you guess, scratch off the sticker to see if you're correct. Save the predetermined amount. So here's all our cards. We're going to pull a genre card, and it's Disney. So let's go to our Disney card. Okay. Now we are going to pick one of these and try to guess what it is. Now I'm just going to go for what I know. And that's the first one. That looks like Cinderella. So we have a shoe, we have a princess, and a carriage. So that's Cinderella, right? Now I'm second guessing myself. Child, it got to be Cinderella. All right, let's scratch and see. Okay, Cinderella. I was right. So for right answers, let's save, because there's going to be a lot of wrong. Let's say 5 for the right ones. Let's get a fine point so it doesn't look bad. And then for incorrect, let's roll a D6 and let it. All right, $3. I should have rolled for guessing correctly too. All right, so let's go ahead and say $5, and then let's pull another card. Romance. Oh hell, this is going to be bad. I don't watch romance movies. Oh gosh, I'm not going to know any of these. Okay, so I'm guessing this one's Notebook because there's a notebook there. We got a ship and a heart. I'm guessing that's Titanic. I don't know. Ciao. Let's just pick the first one. I'm going to go for Notebook. I've never seen any of these movies because I don't watch romance movies. Notebook? Okay, the Notebook. I got that right. I don't know how, but I did. All right, so for on this card, let's roll a D8 and see. Let's just roll our D10. No, I don't like that. So we'll make the incorrects 3. And let's see what we're saving for. No, I don't like that either. Okay, $10 for correctly guessing. Okay, so $10 because I'm not going to know many of those anyway. All right, let's go one more time. Horror. Okay. I mean, I should do okay with this, but you just never know. Let me clean up a little bit. All right, so let's get our horror card right here. So I'm going to think this first one with the knife, the pumpkin, and or the jack-o'-lantern, and this crazy, what's that called, like mechanics uniform? I'm going to say that's Halloween. Okay, I hope. Halloween, okay. I actually used to watch a lot of horror films back in the day, and I just don't anymore. They actually bother me to watch a lot of the hardcore ones. So I had to deep down dig into my memory banks, child. All right, so let's roll our D10. We're saving 10 for the correct. And how many for the incorrect? 4 for incorrect. Okay, so $10. So we've saved $25 today in our At the Movies game. Super cute, Jamie. You did a fantastic job as per usual. I love your stuff. So let's go ahead and put that on the bottom. So guys, like I said, you can get this off of her Etsy. I've had this for a while. I think I bought this when I bought the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer game. So yeah, definitely had this for a little bit, and I could not wait to play with it. All right, next up is Colorful Savings, and that's going to be from Eva at Budget Your Life. So let's go ahead and get her item down. I think I purchased this from her Etsy as well. So it says, give each of the 4 colors a dollar amount, which we did already. To start saving, pick 1 chip out of the bag at a time. So I have my chips, my blind bag chips right here. And color in the first circle and save that amount. Can you see? Let me make sure. Okay. Color in the first circle and save that amount. Continue to the next circle. The chip goes back in the bag. When you get to the circle with an orange box, pick one of the 3 boxes to do either amount. Follow instructions in the circle, and if you pick a chip for a circle with instructions. If you don't have colored chips, use a D4 dice and mark red as 1, yellow as 2, and so on. And give each color an amount. Okay. So, ooh, child, I'm losing my chips. So we do have colored chips. So we're going to use our chips. Let me put the ones that I just so rudely spilled everywhere back in. And here's our start right here. And we pulled a yellow. Yellow is $2. And we're going to go ahead. I think that's yellow. Yeah, I'm going to call that yellow. So let's go ahead and color that in. This is really cute, Eva. Okay, so that's $2. Let's go ahead and I'm not going to put the chip back in because we have a crap ton of chips in here. Okay, so I'm thinking that, child, that might have to be our red. Yeah, we're going to call that one red because I really don't have a red. So we'll call that red, so we'll save $1. All right, now we're coming across one of the circles that has a rectangle in it. And it's going to tell us what to do. So what does it say? With the orange box, pick one of the 3 boxes, do either amount. So let's go ahead and number our boxes, and we will roll a D3, and it'll tell us which one to save with. Okay. Number 2, save $10 or the last digit of your zip code. So the last digit of my zip code is a 6, but let's go ahead and save the 10. And we're going to go ahead and pull our next chip. I don't know why I put that back in there. This bag is so full of chips. Okay, we pulled a blue, which is going to save $4. And I think we'll stop there for the day. And I think what I'll do is go ahead and color in this orange. Gosh, I should have used that lighter orange again because it looks so similar to the red. Okay, perfect. So we are going to save $4 for our blue. So let's put one back and grab a 5. And so in Eva's Colorful Savings Challenge, we saved $10, $15, $16, and $17 today. Such an adorable game. I was so glad to get like my binder filled up with some new games and found ones that were going to be fun to play with. Okay, so let's go ahead and set our game board aside, and we're going to move on to Bada Bing, Bada Boom. And this is from Crisscrossbudgets, and we are going to roll our 3d6 dice and see what we are saving today. So let's do, and we'll do a Tina. Okay, let's drop them down and see what we get. All right, so we got a 6, a 5, and a 1. So what does that mean? 6 is $4. 5 is $3 and 1 is $1. So 6, 3, and 1. Yes, that's $8. I had to make sure that I was adding that up right in my head. Okay, let's go ahead and roll again. Okay, so we have a 6, which is 4, a 4, which is 2, and a 1, which is 1, so that's $7. Okay, let's go one more time. 4, 5, and 4. Oh, we were close. So 2 4s is a 2, and a 3. So $7 more coming in. 7 is like very popular for this game. All right, so in Bada Bing, Bada Boom, we didn't get, because if you do get one, you save $10 automatically. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 2. So let's see what we have all together in here. 22. Whoops, might be nice if I got the 20 out of here. Okay, so we have 50, 70, 95, 97, 98, and $99 in Bada Bing, Bada Boom. We have 2 more to do, and we'll see if we have any left over. We may come back to this. We'll just have to wait and see. All right, our next game up is from Megan at Rad Girl Budgets. I just got all her games up in here, but I saw this and I'm like, this is going in there immediately. So we have this Quacker Jacks. This was a contribution to Kimmy at Beijing Girl Budgets, her duck savings competition. So I just saw this, and this reminds me of Kimmy. This reminds me of something that Kimmy would do. So go ahead and check out Kimmy over at Beijing Girl Budgets. I don't know if it's too late to enter the contest, but I saw this and I wanted to play with it. So it says, take me out to the ball game, buy me some peanuts and Quacker Jacks. Can you make it through the entire game without getting 3 outs? 9 strikes. Begin at the start, which is right here. And where I just lost my place. Where's that? Begin at the start and follow the arrows and save the amounts on the baseballs. Mark off all the spots as you land on them except the strikes. Those can be Landed on multiple times during the game. If you land on a duck, pick a quack card, which are these right here, and save that amount without getting 3 outs. If you have won the game for the Quacker Jacks, wait, I'm sorry, I can't read. When you reach the end, child, if you land on a duck, pick a quack card and save that amount. When you reach the end, go back to the start until you finish all the spots. If you complete, where am I at? Without getting 3 outs, you have won the game for the Quacker Jacks. If you get 3 outs before you finish the game, you must roll a D20 and pay the penalty. Child, Megan, that's all them x-rays. That's all them x-rays, girl. That's crazy. All right, so let's get started. We're going to roll a D6 dice and work our way around the board and try not to get 9 strikes, child. Okay, so we got to keep track of our strikes. 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that is saving us $4. We can cross that off. We can cross everything off but the strikes. Okay, let's go again. 1, and that's going to be 2. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's $2 more. So far, we're doing all right, guys. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's a 3. 1, 2, and 3. All right, let's go one more time. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's a 1. Okay, let's see what we saved. We might be able to go again, but there's a lot of ones here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Let's stop there for now. We may come back. Oh, so adorable. I love it. So stinking cute. Quacker Jacks. All right, so this next game I am going to be using as a catch-all eventually, but we can go ahead and get started with it. It's a roll, color, and save from SavvyGirlSaves. That's Stephanie. You're going to pick 6 colors and set the amount for each color, which I already did. And time to play. Roll, color, and save. All right, let's go ahead and do both of our color dot dice. Let's put this into the Quacker Jack so I don't lose those. All right, so we rolled a red and a red. Well, we're starting off strong with red, aren't we? So those are $1. And I guess I can always reprint this if we end up running through it fast. So that's $2. Let's try not to roll any more red. So we have a yellow and an orange. So orange is 2. And a yellow is 3. My yellow is brand new, but it is very light. It's like more of a canary yellow. All right, so red and green. Oh, I'll run through our reds. And green here for 4. All right, let's stop and see what we've saved so far. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 3 is 8. Plus 4 is 12. 1, 2. All right, so $12 coming into our roll, color, and save. But like I said, if we're close or something, we can always come back and put that money back in here. All right, so let's go ahead and let's go back up to the front. Let's do double dice again from Sheila, since we already have these out. And let's do purple now. Okay, blue and yellow. We've done yellow and blue. We've done. Blue and blue is a D10. All right, let's drop that down. And that's a 5. Red and orange is not done. Red and orange, D8. Okay, D8. And that's 7. 5, 6, 7. And let's go one more time. No D20 though. Blue and orange. Orange and blue. purple and blue is a D5. So I gotta get out my D5 from Kim at Budgeting with Kim. She has all the cool dice, guys, and we're saving one for that one. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we added to double dice. We have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, and so far 15. Oh, we can't make change like that, huh? All right, let me go make change here on the side. So 10. Okay, so far we have 50, 60, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. $69. So cute. I love it. All right, we're not doing chip away again, even though we probably have enough money to do chip away, but let's not do that. Let's do another splat. Okay, and let's do another 2 splats. We'll finish out the top row. So we have green and we have yellow. So $5. Okay, no, this one's gonna be 8. This forces me to try to color fast. Oh my gosh. Because you guys know, I'm already a sloppy person when it comes to coloring. And then when you're trying to go fast, it's like, it really looks bad. Okay, so 8 for that. And then we rolled a yellow, which is going to be another 1. And let's get that colored in. I really want to get a better looking yellow. Now this big yellow is really vibrant, but it's dying. And then it picks up that black and it just looks bad. I really want to get a laser color printer. But first off, the printers themselves are expensive. And then the toner is expensive. So I would absolutely have to get like the knockoff toner once the starter kit died. But the thing about laser jet toner is it lasts forever. As long as you're not going crazy with your printing. So it's definitely something I've been mulling over. I don't sell challenges, so it's like, do you really need a printer that nice? But I like nice things, so. All right, in our splat challenge, we have 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, let's go ahead and put our 20 in there now. All right, let's go to shut the box. Let's try to put some money away in this. Okay, we'll roll our 2d6. And let's see what we're doing in this. So we have 4, not starting off very strong. All right, give me some big numbers. All right, it's like 6 is as big as I can give you. Making sure I'm still recording. All right, so there we go. There's an 11, so we'll do 9 and 2. Okay, we can use a 12 too. We can take a 12. All right, but it's giving me a 9, so we will do 8 and 1. So 3, 5, and 7 is what we need. Woo. Okay, so that is a 10, which we can't use. Oh, yes, we can. 7 and 3. Yay. We might shut the box, guys. All right, let's drop down to 1 and see what we can do. 5. And it gave me a 4. Okay, so $5. Okay, so we still have quite a bit left. Let's go one more time. All right, let's pick a different color. We have 4. Isn't this how we started off last time? 4. Okay. That is an 11, so 9 and 2. Today has been pretty laid back because I don't have to go get Gabby for another couple hours. I'm going to probably finish up here this video, 5, and go cook dinner. I'm going to do chicken, broccoli, Alfredo, garlic toast, and I didn't get enough for salad, so that's going to be it for tonight. 6 and 3 is 9, so let's go ahead and do 8 and 1. And Josh probably won't eat because when he goes to the gym, he doesn't eat beforehand. He said it makes him like feel really sluggish. Okay, 8, which we can't use. Let's go ahead and do our free roll. And we have a 6. So 7, 3, or 10 is what we need. And we have a 4. All right, so we're saving $10. So 15 more bucks coming in to shut the box. Now I'll have to make sure I have one ready to go next week because we only have one more row to go. 20, 35, 36, and 37 and shut the box. That's actually not too bad. Last month shut the box saved 80 bucks. Holy smokes, Kim. You helped me save a lot of money. All right, let's see what else we're going to do. Let's not pull at the... Let's see if we can finish up Bada Bing, Bada Boom. All right, let's get the game for that. Yeah, because it only has 2 more left. Let's roll 3 of our dice. We have a 4, a 3, and a 2. Got fuzzies on me. So 4 is 2, 3 is 1, 2 is 3. All right, let's see what we can do. Last one. Can we get a Bada Bing, Bada Boom? 6, 3, and 4. So 4, 6, 3, and 4 is a 2. All right, so we are saving 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13. So what do we have in here? So let's put our 7 back. We'll grab that last 20. And now in Bada Bing, Bada Boom, we have saved 50, 70, 90, 110, 111, and 112. $112 in this savings challenge. Amazing. Thank you so much, Chris. I will be putting your next game into this. I think it's your rock, paper, scissors. You guys will see that next week in her spot. All right, $102. Wow, and this is going to go towards month end because we have not unstuffed yet. So that's awesome. That's the only game I think we're going to save today. Let's see what we have left. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and $19. So let's see what else we can play really quick. Let's try our Quacker Jacks again. Let's get that board back out and see what else we can do. So we left off right here, that much I know. And we're gonna go 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's $1. Let's put some of these markers back. So $1. I think we're gonna put the rest of the money in here. Let's see how far we can get. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's a D4. So let's drop that down. D4, and that is a 3, 2, 3. All right, 1. Ooh, our first strike. Ciao. All right, first strike. We can't get more than 9 of those. Or what happens? You gotta roll a D20. Ciao. Okay, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's 2. 1 and 2. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's $1. All right, no more strikes. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 1. All right, we need more than a 2. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's 2. And let's put the remaining $9 into our color roll and save. All right, so an additional add 2 Quacker Jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we have $22 in Quacker Jacks so far. So not too bad. And we have 1 strike. All right, guys, let's go ahead and go to our catch-all. And let's just kind of like assign it. So we have $9 left. Let me put my Quacker Jack money away. I don't want to get that mixed up. So what we're going to do is put our 9 in, and then we'll color a purple for 6. And we will do a yellow for 3. And that's going to take care of our game binder for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I had a ball. Loving that At the Movies game. We'll see how well we do in it, though, because, you know, like I said, it's going to get to certain genres I don't know much about. We'll go ahead and get rid of that. We did finish $112 in our Bada Bing Bada Boom, so that will go towards month end. And guys, I'll see you tomorrow on our Focus collab, and we're going to do our Bookish Mama Budgets box challenge, that honey bee box challenge. So cute. And then Saturday, we will go ahead and unstuff our yearly, monthly, and quarterly savings challenges. And of course, on Sunday, we'll do our spring theme binder. All right, guys, I love you so much. Please have a great rest of your Thursday, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.